It's midnight, and the cold November wind howls around an old, decrepit house. The house has been abandoned for years, and no one dares to go near it. Whispers speak of a curse on the house. Those who lived there mysteriously vanished, never to return. Jack, eager to prove his bravery, stands in front of the house with his friends, ready to enter. The door creaks ominously in the wind, the broken windows dark and uninviting. As Jack and his friends step inside, they immediately feel the dark energy within the house. The floor groans under their feet, and the walls are covered in black mold. A strange, heavy scent fills the air. Then, from deep within the house, Jack hears a faint rustling. What was that? He whispers, but his friends are frozen in place, fear gripping them. Suddenly, the door slams shut behind them, trapping them inside. Panic sets in. The group desperately tries to open the door, but it won't budge. Just then, an eerie voice echoes through the house. "You will find me, but first, you must uncover the truth." Double quotes terrified. Jack and his friends start exploring the house. Each room seems more sinister than the last. Mirrors show no reflections, and the air feels heavier with every step they take. In one room, Jack notices an old painting of a ship sailing through the sea. As he looks closer, a shadowy figure appears on the deck of the ship. It turns, its eyes locking with Jack's. It's as if the figure in the painting is watching him, beckoning him. Suddenly, the floor beneath then gives way with a deafening crash, and they all fall into darkness. Jack wakes up alone, lying on the creaky deck of an old ship. His friends are nowhere to be found. Confused and terrified, he realizes he's no longer in the haunted house, but inside a ship floating on a still, dark sea. The ship creaks, and a cold wind brushes against his skin. He can hear faint waves in the distance, but sees no movement on the water. As Jack cautiously moves around the ship, he notices a dark shadow darting behind him. He spins around, but nothing is there. Suddenly, he remembers the ship painting in the house. The figure on the ship was the captain. This ship is cursed, just like the house. Jack hears footsteps approaching and starts running, trying to escape the eerie presence chasing him. Jack bursts onto the deck, where the moonlight reflects eerily off the water. But something is wrong. The sea is completely still, as if frozen in time. Then he sees it, the shadowy figure from the painting standing at the bow of the ship. It's the captain, and he's watching Jack. Slowly, the captain speaks. "You do not belong here, but now you can never leave." The captain approaches Jack, his hollow eyes fixed on him. "This ship is on a journey from which there is no return, but you have one chance to escape." Jack feels panic rising within him as the captain gestures toward the sea. "The sea calls to you," the captain whispers. Jack stares at the water, seeing something dark stirring beneath the surface. Whatever it is, it's coming for him. Jack's only instinct is to run. He bolts across the deck, but the ship begins to creak and groan under his feet. Water starts flooding the deck, and no matter where he runs, the dark sea seems to follow him. The captain's footsteps grow louder, and the water rises faster. Jack's heart races as the shadowy figure inches closer. Just as Jack feels the captain's cold hand on his shoulder, everything around him disappears. He blinks, and suddenly he's back in front of a haunted house. His friends are gone, and the door closes softly behind him. Jack escaped the haunted house that night, but the eerie whispers of the cursed ship and the dark sea lingered in his mind.